The 9mm bullet shattered Maya Rodriguez's shoulder blade at 9:12 a.m. on Valentine's Day, spinning her wheelchair sideways across Desert Ridge High School's parking lot in Phoenix. Blood poured down her yellow sweater as she crashed onto the asphalt between a gunman and 6-year-old Sophie Morrison. Maya's last thought before darkness swallowed her was, "Crystal and Sophie safe." Maya had learned about loneliness long before her father, Sergeant Daniel Rodriguez, died when a drunk driver crossed the center line on Interstate 17. She was 14 and lost everything below her waist. 3 years of high school became an ecosystem of cruelty. Brianna Walsh made sure of that, blocking ramps, dropping bags in Maya's path, making her invisible dot. Then Sophie Morrison entered her life. Maya first saw the little girl being bullied by older kids near the elementary school. Without thinking, Maya wheeled over and protected her. When Sophie's father, Wolf, a rider, massive Hell's Angel with a dark beard, he was grateful. They exchanged numbers, and Maya began waiting with Sophie every afternoon. Wolf and Sophie became Maya's family. They saw her when everyone else looked away. But Brianna's harassment escalated. Fake Instagram accounts posting Maya's father's accident photos. When Maya reported it, nothing happened. Brianna's mother sat on the school board. Tyler Garrett, Brianna's boyfriend, decided to send a message. He paid Cody Brennan $500 to intimidate Maya and her biker friends. Valentine's Day morning, Maya arrived early to see Wolf and Sophie before their school event. At 9:12 a.m., Cody's Camaro screeched into the lot. He emerged with a gun, aiming at Wolf's back as he crouched beside Sophie. Maya didn't think. She propelled her wheelchair forward with every ounce of strength, screaming, "Sophie, run!" Wolf threw himself over Sophie. Maya launched from her wheelchair between them and the gun. The bullet tore through her shoulder, collapsing her lung. Wolf disarmed Cody instantly. Sophie screamed over Maya's bleeding body. "She saved me," Sophie sobbed. "Don't let her die." Maya's eyes flickered open briefly. "Safe," she whispered to Sophie. "You're safe." She nearly died. 4 hours of surgery. Days in ICU. When she woke, Sophie was the first thing she asked about. Tyler Garrett was convicted of conspiracies 7 years. Cody took a plea, deal 15 years. Brianna was expelled. 98 Hells Angels arrived at the hospital, standing guard until Maya recovered. They gave her an honorary vest and $50,000 for college. 6 months later, 217 bikers rode 200 miles through Arizona in Maya's honor, raising $1.2 million for Phoenix Children's Hospital. Sophie read a speech. "Maya saved my life, but she also saved my heart." Maya became a disability advocate, founded the Sophie Morrison Foundation, and spent years speaking at schools about courage and protecting the vulnerable. 10 years later, Maya stood at the memorial sculpture in Desert Ridge's parking lot. Courage takes flight. A wheelchair with spread wings. Beside her stood Sophie, now 16 and planning to study social work, Wolf, and her mother, Carmen. "I spent so long thinking the wheelchair made me weak," Maya said. "But if I hadn't been in that chair, I couldn't have moved fast enough to save Sophie. My limitation became my superpower." Sometimes heroes don't stand tall. Sometimes they roll forward on wheels and take bullets meant for children they love more than their own lives. And sometimes one person's courage ripples outward across time, touching lives they'll never meet, creating cascades of goodness that extend far beyond the moment of sacrifice.